Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, everybody. This is a really quick scope. I've got 18 minutes. Just put my cupcakes in the oven. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, everybody. Baking 300 cupcakes today. Oh, doggy. So 18 minutes. That's all I got. All right. So there were some scopes yesterday about home-based bakers and why people. Hi, everybody. Hi, Cake Majesty. Hi, Florida. Cake. What do you mean? Ouch. Ouch. Oh, 300 cupcakes. Yeah, but it's money. They're $3 a piece, people. $1,000 wedding. Good morning, baking shop. Hi, artisan. Hi from Miami. Good morning. Go ahead and share if you want, because this is a reality. Yes, I am catching for sure. Always catch. Real easy. You just share on Twitter when you scope, when you set up your scope. Hey, hi everybody. So reality check, ka-ching, ka-ching. That's why we're doing this, right? And brings us chocolate hearts, yay. Okay, so that brings me to my frustration. There were scopes yesterday, and I'm sure a lot of them, hey Oregon, good morning, it's really early there. That really frustrated me. We all get, or I've been in the business for 12 years. My name is Lauren. I'm sorry. I know the name of my business is Bella's Desserts, which is after my daughter. So, I've been in business for 12 years, home-based. Hi. And I started, so anyway, the scopes yesterday were, sometimes a lot of people who've been in the business are always asked, hi, South Carolina, why they stay home-based. Do they ever want a brick and mortar? I get people asking me all the time if I want to get a bakery or I should get a bakery or whatever. So here's the bottom line. Yeah. So here's the bottom line, and it's a reality check. Okay. I started my business to be a stay-at-home mom. I don't want one either. 12 years later, no interest. I did the corporate life for 16 years. I'm married to a wonderful man who provides for us. So I was able to be a stay-at-home mom and quit my corporate job. But after a year of being a mom, I was going insane because I'm older. I'm 53. She's 14. So I was 38 when I quit working. 39, sorry. And I'd worked my entire life since I was 14 years old. So I found myself at home raising my baby in an area I didn't know anybody because I was commuting into Philadelphia, which was an hour and a half door to door each way. So I didn't know anybody in my community. I know I speak really fast. I'm sorry. I realized that on my replays. So I decided I had to keep busy, and a lot of my self-validation came from work all those years. Good job, get the raises, so on and so forth. Raising a child is like no other experience. I knew I was only going to have one, so it was important to stay home and raise her, and I'm so glad I did. I know, 18 minutes. 11 minutes, 35 seconds. Okay, so I know. All right, so I can't talk fast today. So anyway, started my business not necessarily for the money, but I wanted to be gratified other than just raising a baby at that time. I wanted people to say, good job, beautiful. And so baking is what I chose to do. I chose to build it into the business that it is now today. I have no interest in being a brick and mortar, and I'll tell you why. Being a home-based baker, as most of you have figured out, I don't know if this is your sole income, okay? Or if you want to enter the business to make a living, to support your family, your house, and you have no other form of income. This is it. You're raising your babies, you're paying your rent, you're doing all that stuff. This is not the business for you. Did you hear me? Home bakers who are working as a home baker to provide for your family. This is only, oh, thank you, good. This is your only source of income. Do not do it. If you do it, you need to get another job, okay? If not just for the benefits. And then this needs to be kind of on the side. And as time grows, even now, I've been in business 12 years, and I think Jay's here, but he will attest that I'm a special case in that, like I said, I do have a husband who provides. I am ramping up my business now because my daughter wants to go to Harvard. I don't even think that's going to happen, but I need to make some serious cash. So that's why I'm ramping everything up. So it is not my sole income. There have been times where I had no business at all. If it was my sole income, you mean don't be a brick and mortar? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't be a home baker. If this is your only source of income, you are the sole caregiver for your children, you are not married, the only way you can possibly make a living to completely support yourself as a home baker is if you live alone, have no animals, do not have a car, and live in a 1-bedroom or your parents' basement. You might make enough money to support yourself. And that's if you've been in business for a while and you have quite a bit. This is the reality check, people. You are not going to be rich by being a home baker. A lot of the people that are out there, Cara Andretta, Cara Bustos, Liz Merrick, I don't know them personally, but I do know they're home bakers. They are now not only baking, they're teaching, they are publishing, they are doing everything else they can to help supplement their income. And they're famous. They're famous people. I can't speak to the elders like Nicholas Lodge, Jay Qualls, those kind of people. I don't know where they're at in their life and so forth. I'm just talking about the group of 3 women right now who have multiple children. Well, Liz has one. The other have 3 kids. Luckily, it is not their sole income. Even if your partner makes not quite enough, being a home baker can help. I'm just saying this cannot be your sole source of income. Okay? Don't expect it to be. Unless if you have children and you want to work all night. Oh, newbies totally think, oh yeah, I'm going to make a crap load of money. Well, first of all, newbies do not know how to price. I did not know how to fully price until this spring, and I've been in business as long as I have been in business, and I had to pay a consultant to teach me how to do it. Okay? Everybody just like me, you take your cost of ingredients and you multiply it by whatever. Oh, hell no. Once I hired Jay, I did the pricing on a cake that someone was picking up that week. So I could not, I charged her my old price. Using the new prices, I paid that woman $50 to come to my house to take that cake. In the end, I paid her. And if you learn how to price things right, and still, even now that I know how to price things right, I don't even think I could support myself at this point. In Pennsylvania, we don't have a ceiling, but that's a really good point. A lot of states do have a ceiling as a home/cottage bakery. You can only make $10,000, $15,000. I'll tell you, the most I ever made, and this was before the recession, was $18,000 gross. Gross, people. I do turn away business because I am doing this business to be a stay-at-home mom. And to be a stay-at-home mom, I have to be there for my child. I have to, now that she's in school, on her days off, even though she's 14, on her days off, doctor's appointments. My husband can't leave work. He's got a very high position. He manages a lot of people. He can't leave work to go take her to the doctor or pick her up from school when she's sick or stay home with her when she's sick. That's my job. Okay. And yes, I book my orders out and I do what I can do if she's sick or something comes out, but her calendar is in my calendar. I know what days she has off. I know when we're going on vacation. I know when I can't take orders, and I put that on my website. I am not available. So that's how I balance it. And I'll tell you what, the way I've always done my business, because I can't bake when my daughter's home. She is just, God bless her. She needs attention 24/7. She's 14 and she still needs attention 24/7, even though she has 10 million friends and texting and all that crap. But so I can't work when she's here. I just can't work when she's here. So from the minute she entered kindergarten, I made sure that I could do everything within the time period of school. Summers, still to this day, she's going to camp because I can't work when she's here. So I turn down work. I do, because I'll tell you what, I have 2 refrigerators, which are the second refrigerator is plugged in today because of the 300 cupcake order, and a freezer. Okay. Once those are filled, and I know how much, like for instance, this week I'm closed because 300 cupcakes maxes out my refrigerator. Yep. Kids, they need stuff. And if you're mixing a batter, you can't be interrupted or you're just going to screw up the batter. It's just, you have to stay focused and doing math, like multiplying recipes, so on and so forth. Oh, good. I'm glad. That's what I'm finding Periscope to be so helpful for. Oh, I'm sorry that you have a bad connection. No limit in Pennsylvania either, but I do pay my taxes. I do report everything, so it's not a problem there. But bottom line, as a home baker who is raising a family and is your sole source of income, even if 50% of your household income, this ain't the business for you. Or if you want to do this, I do have insurance. Absolutely. If you work out of your home and your taxes you are a sole proprietor, you better have liability insurance. I paid $200 a year for that peace of mind. It's $1,000 deductible, but hey, you know what? Like our power went out for 5 days and I lost everything in my refrigerators. Luckily, no orders. I didn't file a claim because it was just stuff I had made, like frostings and stuff. But if you have a $1,000 wedding cake in your refrigerator and your power goes out for 5 days, we'll come to RLI. They specialize in small businesses like me, and they'll work with you. It's like the less deductible you want to pay, or the more deductible you want to pay, the less insurance will be. $40 a month. I pay per year, so it's $200 a year. Anyway, so yes, you have to protect yourself. And on my Wednesday morning scopes, we'll go over that. I just wanted to respond to what I saw yesterday. Reality check. Supplemental income at best. I paid for my car. I bought a used car, 5 years of payments. My business paid for it. Woohoo! That was huge for me. If we get paid once, my husband gets paid. Absolutely. That's what I'm here for. If my husband gets paid once a month. When I used to work, I got paid every other week. So that was great. Once I stopped working and we only got paid once a month. It was like, holy crap. Can you imagine? We went into $20,000 worth of debt because it took me 2 years to catch up to that once a month. Now, with my business, it's supplemental. I help pay for my daughter's camp in the summer. I help pay for our vacations because especially now with that I'm pricing right, now that I have money in the bank, I can help my family. But when you don't know how to price and you're selling cakes for $30 and you might only have 2 cakes a week, that's $60 a week. I don't even know if you could support yourself on $60 a week. Honestly, unless you're living for free in your parents' basement, that $60, if you take out the cost of ingredients and the gas that you spent to go to the grocery store, you might have enough for a bottle of wine and a grilled cheese sandwich. Just saying. So all you newbies out there who are just quit your job and decide you're going to do this, go back and try to get your other job. Get a part-time job, get whatever you can, because anybody will tell you, when I see cakers online who are like, it's 3 a.m. in the morning and they're pulling a 24-hour shift just to get their orders done. No, because I'll tell you, it'll never get any better. And I want to know how much those people were paid for working for 24 hours. Jay says we can sit at home on the couch for free. Yes, ma'am. And he's right. You can sit on the couch and not spend that money that you had to spend on your ingredients and make more and use less electricity. Right now, my oven's going to be on practically all day. Your oven, check your usage if you can. On my electric bill, I can check my usage day by day, hour by hour. Every time I use my oven, we're normally like 2-3 kilowatts per hour. I'm trying to read, sorry. Usually 2 to 3 kilowatts per hour in the summer with the air conditioning on. When my oven's on, it spikes to 6 kilowatts per hour. And I don't know if you know it, I pay 8 cents a kilowatt. 8 cents a kilowatt times 6. That's one hour. And I'm baking for 4. Okay. It's just easy math. You cannot make a living doing this and raise your kids or be a good wife or be a good mother, or just be there. So get a supplemental job, do this as a hobby or supplemental income. That's great. Sandra, then you're right there. But there are so many, especially during the recession, when the home baking industry just exploded because so many people were out of work and they're like, I got to do something here. So they started these businesses. There's so many new home bakers around here. I'll tell you what, I'm legal. And if they're taking customers away from me, I turn them in because it's real easy to tell an illegal home baker. And we all started out illegally. Don't get me wrong. I did too. We all have to start out illegally to see if it's even going to work, right? But once you really start advertising yourself and you're taking business from other people because you're only charging $1 a cupcake or you're only charging $1 a serving, right. So brick and mortars, especially in my area, I used to work with restaurants and I would see the owners struggle because their employees didn't show up. So you know what? When their employees don't show up, guess who has to work? Anybody guess who has to work when your employees don't show up at your brick and mortar? You have to work. Not only do you have to help customers, you got to do all the baking, you got to do everything else. You got to worry, and just keeping your doors open and your lights on. I know, Stacy, but at the same time, if you find a trend and you know they're illegal, it only helps the community. Okay, especially people who have animals and dogs and cats and it's disgusting and it's gross and they're not making much money anyway. I find that it's our duty as licensed, insured home bakers to not only educate our customers, but to let our inspectors know. And I'll tell you what, every time I call my inspector, and honestly, I've only done it once. Struggling with pricing. Pricing is hard, but you know what? I hear a lot of people say they're in small town and no one's going to pay $3 a cupcake. Then don't be in business. Don't be in business. Not worth it. No, I got my timer on. 1 minute, 52 seconds. 1 minute, 52 seconds. All right, I'll take questions. Good morning, Krista. Take questions. I always thought it was very expensive to become legal. Thank you again for the Forager site. Yes, I in Pennsylvania pay $35 a year. My inspector might come every other year. I know. And I had a gal in Ohio who said I was following all the rules. I thought that made me legal. No, it doesn't, but it only cost her $10. It's not expensive to become legal in the states that allow cottage baking. It's really, really not. So do it. Do it, and pay your taxes. The full name of the insurance company. My name is Lauren, Bella's Desserts, bellasdesserts.com, Bella's Desserts on Facebook. 25 here. Yeah, it's different everywhere and it's so cheap and it's easy. Oh, there's my timer. I gotta go. I love you guys. You can contact me on Facebook, but otherwise I will be back Wednesday morning, thinking of coming back tomorrow morning to show you what 300 cupcakes look like. Love you guys.